Okay, I've been asking everybody what would make them happy for 2017. And for you, former champion, former Indy 500 winner, badass that everybody worries about every race, it's going to be a little higher bar, I would think, even though last year wasn't what you wanted.
Last year wasn't what we wanted, no, but I want to get back to winning 3 or 4 races a year. Last year I think we had 2 big ones that got away with Indy and Pocono. Those are just the obvious ones we can talk about. Everybody has their stories about races that got away, but we underachieved in many ways last year, had some bad luck here and there, but we need to get back to where we were in 12, 13, 14, winning numerous races, 3, 4 a year.
Is it? It's interesting because Cannon's 42, Castroneves is 41. What are you, 36? 36.
Yeah.
So, but at the same point, when you look at all the guys and what their success, I think Dixon's 35 or 36. Don't you feel like now it's compared to where you were 5 or 6 years ago that it's night and day as far as where you're at?
My plan is to stay 36 for a few years like Cannon did. That's my plan. That way I can stay under 40. But no, I mean, it's just every year I feel like I get, more and more to apply in the car. That experience really helps. But, these guys that are, like you said, you just named off Cannon, Castroneves, Dixon, Montoya was there. These guys are all front runners, and we're all over 35, so. You're not saying we're like geriatrics, are you?
No. What I'm saying is that because you always think about racing, young guys, they're hungry and stuff like that. But I think people overlook the fact that guys like you are still hungry.
Oh, absolutely. I've got 4 years on my contract right now, and I'm ready to go out, win another championship, win another Indy 500, and hopefully we can get a few of those. But one step at a time, need to start winning more races and get back to where we were. So I'm looking forward to our new direction this year, kind of our new approach, and I think we have a great super speedway car, great Indy car, so Indy 500 car. So those are things that we're looking to roll back out.
When you say new approach, your last test last year, and you were suddenly it was something clicked at Sonoma. Will that carry on? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, more on the front of we're trying to straighten out our street course program. We finished 3rd at St. Pete and Detroit, 2 of them, but at some of the other ones we were just lost, and maybe a couple road courses. But I think on the ovals we're pretty close, especially the super speedways. We have some things we need to iron out. At the same time, there's 2 races that got away we could have won last year. We need to make sure we capitalize on those opportunities for whatever reason.
Do you look at Ganassi as a positive, them being a Honda team? Is it gonna help you in the long run?
I really don't have a feel for that yet. Someone else asked me that today, and I can't really tell. It's going to be, there's more competition in the Honda camp. I think it's a good thing for the series to kind of level out the manufacturer battle, but I can't get a feel for how they're going to contribute to the Honda program or what impact that has yet. But I'll let you know here soon once we start testing. I mean, I felt like I haven't tested an IndyCar in half a year.
And 4 more kids and you're done?
No, I'm done, man. Done.
3 sons is enough.
3, and they're all close in age, so it's like chaotic, when we're having an off day and 2 of them are sick or something like that. It's been tough. It'll get easier, but I can't wait to get them back to the racetrack. But 3 and done.
3 and done, and Montoya is available to babysit now. We understand he likes McDonald's. He's just like your kids. He likes to eat.
Yeah.
He can't tell. You got to do 2 questions on Race of Champions.
Oh yeah, we got to talk the Race of Champions.
All right.
So you've been in the Race of Champions when it was in Europe a couple times, and this year the format's different because it's obviously in Miami. But is it more about the luck of the draw with cars like IROC used to be, or what's the secret?
They do a good job with the cars. The hardest part about Race of Champions is they give you about 2 or 3 laps in each car. There's like 7 or 8 different cars. You don't know which ones you're going to get for each round. So all of a sudden they throw you in one car where you were like, I never really got a handle on that one. You get down into turn 1 on the start, and you don't know what it's going to do. One's a paddle shift, one's an H pattern, one you're braking with your left foot, the next you're braking with your right foot. One has 5 inches of suspension travel, the next has half an inch. And there's no grip, so you're just trying to maximize it, and sometimes in Race of Champions, the harder you drive, the slower you go, because you want to get the thing sideways and make all the tire noise and all that. That ends up being slower sometimes. That's the most difficult thing about it. Occasionally, I feel like, there is a little bit, like you go to the fun car track and one car's faster than the other, but for the most part, it's a great competition. They do it first class, and this is the first year that we're going to have a course where we actually cross paths. Not quite figure eight at a 90-degree angle, but the two tracks will merge, and the two cars are going to have to pick the other racetrack as they come across. So it's going to be great. Marlins Park is a phenomenal venue to have it in. It's bigger than the soccer stadiums that we've had in the past, so this is going to allow for higher speeds.
Is it a good-spirited competition, or is it kind of neat? There's the Busch brothers are there, the IndyCar guys, the Formula One guys.
It's a great spirited competition. I mean, everybody says it's more of a relaxed environment. You know, the guys are joking around, drivers and all that. But when you get in the car and you're on the start line and you're going up against, a NASCAR champion or a Formula One champion, you want to. There's pride on the line. You want to beat them. In Barbados, they made it to the semifinal, and it's single elimination. I was like, this is my shot, going to make it. And then I was in the KTM crossbow, and the shift from second to third gear was always giving me problems. And I tried to do it real quick, and didn't go in. There goes my race of champions. So it's great to be a part of. Just to be invited on that list is very cool, and to be in that company, and then to go out there and put on a great show for the fans. It's a fun event.